Hello, hello. Good morning to all our viewers. Day before yesterday, we witnessed 12th class CBSE result, and I would like to announce that in this result, students from RPS group of schools they achieved a milestone. If I talk about the result of entire RPS group, 207 students achieved marks above 95%, and 667 students scored marks above 90%. In that, Lavisha, daughter of Shri Sunil Kumar, she scored 98.8% marks. If I talk about RPS Kosli, Rhythm and Ashima, both medical students, they were the toppers with 97.25% marks. From non-medical, Daman scored 96.25% marks. From arts, Sujata scored 95.25% marks. And from commerce, Sheetal scored 95.7% marks. So, no doubt, a wonderful result. And with us today, we have our two toppers, Ashima and Rhythm. Ashima sitting alongside with her mother. We have called them here, we have joined them so that they can share their views for their friends, for their juniors, and they also can get such a wonderful result or better than this result. So let us start with Ashima. Some questions we'll ask, and dear students, you listen to their views carefully. Yes, Ashima, are you ready? Can we start? Ashima, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Can we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, Ashima, my first question. First of all, many congratulations to you for this result.
Thank you, sir.
First question, did you expect such a wonderful result?
My expectations are about 95%, but this is beyond my expectation, and I'm very happy for this result.
Okay, very good. Now tell me the mantra of your success so that others also can listen, your friends can listen, and they can get motivated.
Mantra of my success is my hard work, my passion to achieve my goals, to do something out of track. This success can't be without my mistakes, my solutions I got for those mistakes, continuous practice, also my teachers, respected principal, ma'am, staff members, and my family. They all support me in every point of my life.
Okay, now tell me honestly, how was the reaction after getting the result?
As soon as I got to know my result, I was the happiest person in this world, and my happiness came out through the tears, and I started crying very badly.
Okay, and you shared the result with whom at first?
My mother was the first who got the news of this result, and she was very happy after knowing this.
Okay, that's nice. Now, what was your timetable?
After going to home from school, I used to study 2 hours physics and 2 hours chemistry, and some more time, that is 3 hours to biology. And the rest of the time, I used to practice more and more questions. Uh,
Okay, fine. Uh, what will you suggest the students? NCRT or any reference book?
NCRT is the best book known. It is a holy book for every competitive exam, for NEET, for boards, for JEE. NCRT is the best. Some students go for reference book, but this is not the correct way to score good in boards and NEET exams. So I would suggest NCRT. One must read NCRT as many times as he can.
Still, if any reference book you want to suggest, which one is better for students?
Yes, some reference books are good for practice. For physics, it's S.L. Arora, and for chemistry, it's Pradeep's. They are good books for practice.
Okay. Which time is better for study? Morning or evening?
Both the times are equally good. In morning, one can concentrate better. Uh, like from 3 to 6, it's silent, so one can study in morning. In evening, one can also study because there's complete silence. But I must suggest morning is a better time as we can concentrate better. Our mind works at its utmost peak. So morning is good for study.
Okay. Were you able to get up in the morning so early?
Yes, I used to get up at 3. And I used to sleep a little early, like 9.
Okay, fine. Now tell me, let us say the syllabus gets over by the month of September, October,
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
What should be the planning after the completion of syllabus? Step by step, please tell the students.
After completion the syllabus, one must revise NCRT for biology. And for physics and chemistry, one must practice numericals as many as he can from reference books and previous year papers. Revision is the main motive, and to solve more and more question papers is the best to achieve good marks.
What would you say about pre-board exams? Students must appear sincerely in them, or do you think it is just waste of time?
Papers are good for practice. One can know to get their mistakes and the topics in which they are good, and uh, they can know to get their score, have an idea of how much they are scoring and how much they need to improve in the score.
Okay, Beta, what would you say about practice papers? Are practice papers some relevant or not?
Yes, they are of very importance. One can solve as many practice papers as he can. Uh, in school, there are pre-boards and practice papers. One have to solve every single practice paper they can. The previous year papers are very important.
Very good. Now I come to very important question: how to complete the question papers in time? Tell me subject wise.
In physics, the numerical portion is quite time consuming. So one must complete their theory part first and then go to the numericals. In chemistry, the theory and numericals both are equally time consuming. So the student which is more comfortable in the theory part, they can go for theory. And for numerical, they can also go for numerical. For biology, it's all conceptual and no numericals are there. So in biology, the time is not a matter. The matters is what they write. In English, one have to be in their limits, means the limit and word limit of the paper. One, if one exceeds the word limit, they will not able to complete the paper on time.
Okay, what will you suggest to your friends about the use of social media? Listen my question carefully, Ashima.
Yes.
Nowadays, students are appearing in online classes.
Yes.
They are doing their syllabus by means of online classes. How to keep the mind on track while going for online classes? How to avoid the use of social media and why to avoid?
Social media is good as well as bad. One can get as many information as he can from social media, but there are many fake newses on social media. Even the experts can go through the fake news. So how can the student know to got to know that this news is fake or real? One can go for Google and other browsing websites to know what is real and what is fake. For online classes, one must study and focus on online classes when the teacher is teaching the students. After the completion of class, one must put their mobile off and spend the time with their friends, their family, and do self-study instead of wasting time on social media.
Very nice. Very good advice for your juniors, I must say. So, once again, congratulations to Ashima for
Thank you.
your result. All the best for your future.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let us come to our one more achiever, Rhythm. Okay, so here also your mother is sitting.
Pranam, sir.
Pranam, ma'am. So, before proceeding to you, Rhythm, I would like to ask one question to Ashima's mother also. Ma'am, can you listen? Ma'am, can you listen? Ashima, your mother is
Anji
by the
sir.
side of you.
Anji sir.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Anji sir.
मैम आपसे जानना चाहूंगा
Anji sir.
आपको अपनी बच्ची की सफलता पे कैसा लगा, कैसा महसूस हुआ, आपने क्या सेक्रीफाइस किया और आपकी बच्ची को किन किन परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़ा और उसकी सफलता पे आज आप कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं, तो प्लीज हमें थोड़ा सा विस्तार में बताएं।
अच्छा महसूस कर रही हूँ सर, और ये सब आपकी बदौलत आरपीएस टीम की वजह से खुशी महसूस हुई सर। आपका धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच। नाउ रिदम, आई एम कमिंग टू यू। So, ready for some questions?
Yes, sir.
So I hope you will answer me in detail so that the viewers also can get some benefit. आपके juniors आपको सुन रहे हैं, तो उनको आपके विचारों का और आपने जो problems face की, जो आप advice देंगे, उनका फायदा मिले. First of all, congratulations for such a wonderful result.
Thank you, sir.
Did you expect such kind of result? And what was your reaction after seeing the result? Tell me.
So I was expecting something around 96. So I was very much satisfied with my result. And my parents were also very happy seeing that result.
Okay, very good. So, who was the first person with whom you shared the result?
My mother, yes.
Okay. So, tell me who was the helping hand for you?
My teachers, of course.
Till if you were at home, who was the helping hand for you?
Parents, yes. Lekin major work was done by my teachers.
Okay. Tell me about your study hours, your timetable in detail.
6 hours approx per day.
Can you tell me subject wise, please?
2 hours physics, 2 hours chemistry, 2 hours biology, 1 hour to half hour to 1 hour English.
Okay, fine. So, tell me about your best teacher and why he or she was the best teacher.
I don't have any teacher as something very best. All my teachers are favorite.
No, still, everyone has his or her favorite teacher. If you want to nominate someone.
I don't have anyone in particular. All my teachers
Okay,
are very good.
that's nice. So, according to you, what is the role of a teacher in the success of a student?
Teachers boost up our morale time to time whenever we are down. They tell all our negative as well as positive points. They focus on our weakness so that we can progress better.
Okay, what did you do in your break time in school?
School. I talk with my friends.
Okay, instead of doing study, you talk to your friends.
Studies करने के बाद I talk to my friends.
That's okay. So, Rhythm, what would you suggest? NCRT or any reference book?
NCRT is a very good book for biology, if I say. But for physics, it's not a complete book. We have to search for other reference books like Accelerator, Exam Idea, etc. And chemistry, class notes were sufficient. Nothing else was required.
Okay. Now tell me, what was the role of your school in your this result, in your success?
They always kept up my morale. They never let me down for anything. And they all solved my problems, my worries. Everybody was very
What?
helping.
Very good. Was there any time, any point that time you felt demotivated in this
I
year
felt
particularly?
seeing my pre-board result once, but then I studied for the next pre-board exam. I progressed a bit. Then there were final exams, and I worked on it.
Okay, Rhythm, tell me, after the completion of syllabus, what should be the planning for revision? Please tell your juniors, they are listening to you. Tell them about your planning for revision.
We should start with the strong subjects first, because they are helping us every time to make our percentage bulky, and the points that are weaker, we should try them at the last when we are very confident about the rest.
Okay.
English subject is not that hard if we talk about theory, but it needs a lot of practice to avoid grammatical practice, and it's also about time. So we need a lot of practice. That's done throughout the year. Talking about physics, chemistry, and bio, they are there were regular tests taken by our teachers, so it helped a lot. We revised the syllabus in sections, and once the syllabus was completed, I started learning the subjects and the topics that were not uh, very strong for me.
What would you advise the students about pre-board exams?
Pre-board exams should be taken very seriously, because they tell us what are our capabilities, what are our weak points to focus on.
Okay, I guess the most important question coming up right now. What would you say about the use of social media to your friends, to your juniors?
Social media should not be used very much, but it should not be avoided completely at the same time. It helps us whenever we need a favor from a friend or a teacher in case we face any difficult situation or problem regarding our studies. So it's not completely required and should not be avoided completely.
Okay, Rhythm, thank you very much. Congrats for your result. All the best for your future. And Ashim also,
Thank you, sir.
once again, congrats for the result. All the best for your bright future. And thank you, dear parents, for connecting with us. और एक क्वेश्चन मैं रिदम आपकी मदद से पूछना चाहूंगा। मैम प्लीज बताएं आपको कैसा लग रहा है आपकी बेटी की सफलता पे?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सर, बहुत ही अच्छा। ये उसकी अचीवमेंट के साथ मेरी भी एक अचीवमेंट है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। Thank you very much for this session. It was very interactive, very informative. Thank you very much.
Thank you.